It's your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about it. It's not that everybody on One Crack News is wrong, or the people that was coming on One Crack News making these suggestions was wrong. You guys were right to a certain degree, but I'm here to let you know a little bit of what's been happening. There's other people that's running a sabotage game where people go around lying and doing spamming on people's channels and all this nonsense, right? All because they want to pass what they say, an agenda and have narrative for everything that they do in life. Me, I don't follow this notion. Like you said in your Scott Hall voice, I don't follow that notion. My notion is get out the way before you get moved out the way. Don't get mad at the messenger. Why everybody want to blame the messenger? I am the messenger. I am the messenger. I am the messenger. I am the messenger. That is my job. I am the messenger. My job is to tell you the bad news. They're going to be, what happened today? Oh, well, that's some bad news. You might not like it. That's my job. I'm the messenger. Of course the Lakers got smashed. The Lakers know they are in. They cool. So the Clippers was going to win tonight. They can care less. They let AD get some rest, sit on down. They don't care about that. This game was a stat game for the Clippers. They taking it easy. They trying to coast. I mean, it's so corrupt, this whole game. Thank you. Everybody is celebrating Trump, right? Trump is the guy. We got him. He going to jail. 34 counts. We got him. You know what they got? Trump fingerprinted. That's it. They didn't put Trump in cuffs. He wasn't put in cuffs. There was really no perp walk. He had his hands out, talking to the people, threw up his fist for black power, because all Trump wanted is freedom. So there was no mugshot of Trump. He was fingerprinted, no mugshot released to the press. Did you see one? I didn't see one. Did y'all see a mugshot released to the press? Nope. But he got fingerprinted. So how does a person who gets indicted for 34 counts of campaign fraud, does not get a mugshot, does not get handcuffed, how can he negotiate and get that? Could you negotiate that? If they come and arrest you, be like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to be cuffed. I'm turning myself in. They're going to be like, you going right now. What What you mean? You turning yourself in? Well, if you look at it in totality, what are we faced off with? We're faced off with people trying to dictate to us what is cool, what isn't cool, what should be cool, and how it should be cool. So everybody's used to being dictated to, and then they think they live in freedom. That's the illusion, people. You don't live in freedom. You're living in a dictatorship. Congratulations. There have been 65 other people out there that have come and tried to take Trump down. About at least 65 since he's been in White House. And they have all failed. Because the realism is, did he commit a crime? Yes. Is Trump corrupt? Yes. 100% corrupt. And I don't mean dog pound corrupt. I mean just corrupt. He's going to take advantage of the system. Yes. But the system has been in place to bail out winners, not the losers. You're preaching to the congregation. You see, Trump he did stuff and he did it so smooth, there's really no evidence to link him to it. So they got to get him on some other charge that really don't make no sense. He spent campaign money to pay off Stormy Daniels. So? Where's the crime in that? He spent campaign money. It's his money. They gave it to him. What he can't do? That violates campaign rules. What? Telling a chick, here's some money, shut up, leave me alone? That helps the campaign. That don't help the campaign. You got somebody that's going to come out to try to stop me and say some stuff that might stop me from being president of the United States. I need to pay her money to shut up to save the campaign. How is that abusing campaign funds? That's exactly saving the campaign. Because believe me, if he didn't spend that money and she came out talking, he might not have gotten in the White House. But then again, nobody cared. They thought everything. They thought having him on tape, talking about grab her in the ussy, that was did it. Oh, Hillary's won now. Trump is lost. And then when he got in the office, what happened? Is Trump a dirty crook? Absolutely. He is a crook. If there's a loophole, he will find it. But these guys here are just as dirty. But they're the dirty people trying to play like they're the good guys. That's the crazy thing about it. Bill Clinton paid off that Paula trip. And he didn't even sleep with her. All he did was pull his pants down like, well, hey, look at Johnny. Called me Bubba. She was like, oh my God. And he pulled his pants up like, if you're smart, you ain't gonna tell nobody about this. And she didn't. She kept her mouth shut. Until it was time to get a bag. You know, he paid her what, $800,000 to shut her mouth? And I'm like, man, so what? He banged a porn star before he was even running for president. That's what these dudes do. They got money. Right, that's what you do. You go bang a chick, spend time, spend money, you know, and live your life. But you can't do that if you got these idiots that keep trying to take you apart. Who was the best president to ever run in office? Shoot. It all depends. I wasn't during my time, because I wasn't around during all the other times. I wasn't really born, so it's hard for me to say. A lot of people said Kennedy was great and what he was doing. But you could say it from statistically, it looks like Bill Clinton, because everything was flourishing during his era. But it all went to hell once Bush them took over. But man, I'm gonna say in my era it had to be Bill Clinton. That was the best time. Gas was low, the economy was thriving. I could put $5 in my car and it'd be like a half a tank, a quarter tank of gas. I was doing good. That was a great time. See, back then, people had more control. It was very hard to just manipulate the people. People just really didn't care about what other people thought about stuff, period. They'd just be like, and? I really don't care. So what? He did that. Good for him. Oh, he's having sex with what girl? That girl? Good for him. See, it wasn't all this, we all need to be outraged. Nobody really got behind Clinton until he had the Monica Lewinsky situation. So what? This chick can't keep her mouth shut. He's the president. He's stressed. He got a lot to deal with. So what? He getting blown up under the table. Well, damn, he the president. He got a lot of pressure on his mind. I'm with Clinton on this. I'm a Republican, but yeah, I'm kind of with Clinton on this. And Kenneth Starr wasting all this damn money, knowing the man, he's gonna be out of office, and it's like, why are you trying to have him impeached? He's finna be out of office like 2 weeks later, and you wasting all this, the Kenneth Starr investigation. Be like, the hell he's investigating? The dude finna be out of here. Stupid. The Kenneth Starr report. It's like, what are you reporting on, fool? This is his last term. That's why they be like, why didn't they get him? They got Clinton. I mean, Clinton got away with it. I'm like, he really didn't. He was out of office. I mean, what are you going to do? Trump's trying to run again. That's the difference. He was a one-term president. Clinton served 2 terms. He was done. So it's like, what are you going to do? You can't, you're not going to be president for the next 2 weeks. Be like, I got 2 weeks left. Well, let him serve his 2 weeks. He ain't doing nothing. Instead of putting the country through an impeachment trial and all that, it's like, are you serious? Are you serious? It's like, man, go back to bed. I'm an independent. A lot of people are. But we putting our thoughts into that. But we got a president right now that's absentee at the job. Has been one probably worse than Trump. Biden has probably been worse than Trump, dog. In these 4 years, what has he done? What have all you guys who helped elect him get into office have done? What are these state politicians and governors they've done? What have the governor of Georgia has done for the actual state of Georgia? They trying to get Trump, but I'm like, okay, that ain't really your job. You're being a star of the election fraud situation, but Georgia has a real violence problem. What are you doing to help with the violence? You know, people shooting each other in Atlanta and outside of Georgia. It ain't all rappers. We gonna lock up all the rappers. No, it's a lot of crime happening in Georgia. You see, Georgia ain't just all black folks. So a lot of white folks doing crime too. They crystal mething, doing all this stuff, breaking in people's cars, stealing stuff like weapons and guns. They start looking for guns and like, because everybody got open carry. So everybody can carry a gun. You know, when they got a legal license and all that, so they know they're breaking people's cars, trying to steal shells and everything. I mean, and this will come straight from the, they do this straight from the, you'll be at the diner, broad daylight. And they busting out windows trying to go in the glove compartment, looking for anything they could find, mostly shells and firearms, because people mostly keep their firearm in the car, because most restaurants be, yo, don't bring no pistols up in here. So they like, okay, everybody gonna put their pistol in the car, so we gonna break in the cars and get all the pistols. Where is the governor? Where is the mayor? I don't see the governor doing all that. I guess that's too low rent for her. Stuff like violence, crime. That's just not on her resume. Unless it's Donald Trump. That's the only crime that we care about. He rigged an election. He didn't win. Why are we worried about a guy who didn't win? I'm like, damn. Who calling the cops? What are you talking about? I said, if you black, definitely don't call the cops. When you in a domestic situation, it's a white person involved. No, you don't call the cops. It's always a distraction. It's a pissing contest between the parties. It has nothing to do with politics. Has nothing to do with bettering anything. It's a pissing contest because Trump was their boy, and they did a lot of dirt under his name, and they want him back in there. Everybody love him. We get him back in there. He's a celebrity, but now they got to make sure he's got marks all over him so he can never run again. So Trump will be eliminated from running for president ever again. Trump is the kind of guy that's going to run even when he can't get in office anyway. Hey, I'm still going to be on the ballot. I don't care if they don't let me in the White House. The people are going to elect me. And I said that's a stupid rule. It's a stupid rule. I should be the president as long as the people elect me. Why should it be 4 years? It should be until the people decide they don't want me to be president anymore. I'm saying that we need to get rid of that decree. So I'm telling you, everybody's caught into the circus. But what about the crime? What if all these governors are doing about crime, employment, education? The 3 elements that you need to survive. It affects everything. Education bill, jobs, crime. The education bill, the workforce bill, the crime bill. Every president, this is the 3 elements. You have to tackle one as soon as you get in the office. Education is always the hardest one to do. So they all go with workforce. Well, it's an illusion that Trump created all these jobs. Like, Trump created all these jobs. That's an illusion. What happened is that people had to do ride share. And they consider ride share a job. So somebody might do Lyft, Uber, and DoorDash. That's 3 jobs. So one person has 3 W-2s coming from 3 different companies, plus they might have their main job they do. So you got 4 jobs, but these are like part-time side hustles. They don't really count as jobs, but according to them, these count as jobs. So this one person has 4 jobs. You see how that works? So now they've increased employment. See, it's an illusion. I've always tried to tell people, make sure you pay attention to the signs out there, because the signs is what tells you everything about what's turning. The climate change, the world, no matter, everybody can say it ain't happening, it is happening. We seeing it happening. It's getting way too hot when it should be cold. We're having a lot more hot days than cold days. And a lot of people say, that's good. No, it ain't. That's going to lead to unpredictable weather like tornadoes, hurricanes. Why do you think hurricanes hit tropical islands? The heat. Once the water is a certain temperature and it starts to heat up with the cool air and it starts going up in a circle with the clouds, they started to make a forming like a tornado almost in water with the wind. And the heat gives it its speed. So by the time it gets to the shoreline, that's why the Gulf of Mexico is a hotbed, because the Gulf of Mexico, the water gets like so hot in a certain temperature of times. Normally it's about maybe 4 to 5 different ones that are happening in the middle of the seas. The Pacific, the Atlantic Ocean. They normally stay out in the ocean. And then they die off. But now you've seen them double. They're doubling. So now that they're doubling, what's causing that? It's staying hotter longer. And you're starting to see, because of the heat, when it hits the land, it's like getting a turbo boost by the time it hits land, and that whole shoreline is hot as can be. It's probably the hottest point. So by the time it hit that, boom, it's like getting shot out of a gun. Now the winds can get up to about 130, 140 miles an hour. 130, that's like category 3, category 4, 100, category 5. Natural disasters. They're getting stronger and stronger. And you're going to see category 5s more frequently than you've ever seen them before in your life. Tornadoes are going to start coming through lands that people have never seen before. This is a whole new era, people. We're living in a new time. And in this time, we normally don't come out the victors. It's going to be a lot of people probably gone real soon from natural disasters. Unfortunately, I pray that it don't happen, but we're at the point of no return. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. It's already, they've been doing things to try to change, but it's some things you just can't change. We've done too much damage to ever go back. All of this technology, all of this energy, all of this heat that we're creating with greenhouse gases. Some things need greenhouse gases. Algae eats up greenhouse gases, but there's not enough algae to clean up everything else. Some people got algae farms to try to clean up a lot of this greenhouse gases. We're already in record numbers when it comes to this heat and greenhouse gases that should be supposed to be in the air. Now, when it gets to the point where tidal waves are going to start coming in, then you're really going to see some sparks. You're really going to see some things happen. Well, you know, people are going to say different things, man. So the political game, it's not going to change anything. I don't care who's in the White House. When you figure out, like, whoever's in the White House ain't going to help you, the better off you going to be. Worry about what you can change in your community. Shouts out to Angela Stanton King. Make sure you check out her Angie's house. Seeing how they move. And yeah, that's about it, man. So put this in reverse. Yes, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. God bless. Thank y'all. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, Kwame Brown Bus Life 2.0, Armando Black TV, Ticket TV, Welcome to HD TV, Ears to the Streets 2.0, and I'm out the door.